Alrighty. Hey, how y'all doing today? How you doing today? You're sitting on the papers that I was going to use. Huh? Hey, you're sitting on the papers I was going to use. Okay, we'll start with this one. First off, one of the guys that I follow, been having some problems with some people on YouTube. 78 Cutlass 4-speed. That's unfortunate. He's decided to take all his videos down, and which is a bummer. I like seeing his stuff and following along with his Firebird and that him and his dad are building. I sent him a ground effects piece. He sent me a steering wheel for the Oldsmobile. So, good luck to you, buddy. And I know you talked about going on Facebook, but Facebook to me is like YouTube to you. I got nothing but issues with it. And I hate Facebook anyway. I've never liked that site. It's junk. Secondly, Mr. Pierce, MKRB, good friend of mine. Went to high school with him. He sent me an email the other night and called me yesterday. Spent about 2 hours yakking on the phone about car stuff, because that's the kind of guys we are. Go check out his channel. He is on YouTube as well. He just bought himself a 1970, same year's that, Camaro from the original owner. You don't hear that anymore. That's pretty unheard of. 350 car, says it's a 4-barrel. Doesn't run very good. It's been sitting for a couple of years, but he runs and drives. Interior, he says, is pretty tattered, but he ain't gonna be no 84 Eldorado, but you know. So, but yeah, go check out his channel. He's got a really nice, I can't remember what it is, Yamaha Roadstar, maybe. But he's done a lot of custom work to it that he's done himself. I think about one of the only things that I can think of that he hasn't done has been paint. But it's got a lot of old classic Indian bike highlights to it. So, but with that being said, let's get to playing a little bit here, huh? Got a whole bunch of car keys and a whole bunch of cars. I'm going to be able to fire them all except the Oldsmobile. I tried playing with that one a little bit yesterday, and yeah, zapped the remote start button. Shorted out on me. The wire got real hot. So since we're here, and since I got a cat on top, see if we can freak her out. 1984 Cadillac Eldorado Barrettes in light butternut yellow. Got the white walls on her and wire wheel covers and full leather interior. 4.1 liter V8. Let's crank her up. Just like that. She's not too worried. Go for a ride? Huh? A little V8, she got a little growl to her. Nice car. Nice car. I'm not going to quite say a good car yet. She needs some work. She is a runner. Working on that scratch on the hood up there. Haven't filled them in yet, but some fucking things down. So I'm just dropping everything off this shelf. Yeah, good car. All digital dash. Pretty unique for 1984. Climate control, driver information center, JVC stereo. The original stereo's gone. Came from the factory with the Bose equipment. It's still got the Bose speakers in her. So, yeah, seats are looking a little tatered. Let me see if I can find some dyes sometime, but yeah, starting to get some tears. But she is a 28-year-old car. Few electrical issues, but nothing major. She's a runner, though. Yeah, let's move on to one of the trucks. 1994 Chevrolet 1500. Quicksilver metallic paint, which is shot. I don't know if it's showing up, but the clear coat's just toast. A couple of spots are peeling now too. If I ever repaint, I gotta find that decal again. Don't know if that'll stay, but you know, it's a good truck. Good truck. Tires starting to look a little low. Check that. Dual exhaust or dual exit on the exhaust. $167,000 miles. Yeah, let's go this way. It's a runner. Good truck. I love your Chevrolets. Like I said, 350, 4-speed automatic, full towing equipment. And she's rated about, is it 65 or 6,200 pounds? Which isn't much by today's standards, but it's more than I'll ever need. Again, digital climate control and radio. I've never put an aftermarket radio in this thing because I don't like the way they look. They look cheap. So this one's got the factory equalizer on there. You know, still sounds like garbage, but that's why I put all my money into the good noises. So yeah, gives a good cleanup. Just getting a little neglected in here. I haven't driven it for a while. So take her out and run her. Needs door pins. Doors sagging. Comment on these. Driver's window doesn't go down. Which is kind of goofy because that one doesn't go up. Gee. Yeah, good truck. Good truck. Still drives nice. Took the Silverado badges off. I've taken the molding off the side. Haven't done much else to it. Headlights seem to be clean. I got the kits for that. They're all crazed and fogged over. Next up. Let's do this one. Put the window down. It was a little wet in here from the rain yesterday. 91 Jeep Cherokee Sport. 2-door. .0 high output, 5-speed manual gearbox, 4-wheel drive. Dirty. Got a leak around the windshield. Don't know where it's coming from. There's a crack too. Fuzzy dice. Got a nice Pioneer stereo in it. Rear axle seal's leaking on the right side. Fixed the left side earlier this year. But the other side's leaking now pretty good, so it's soaking the brakes and gear oil. But, yeah, a little bit of clatter from the head. But she runs. This is a, I believe, 93 gauge cluster out of a Jeep from a junkyard. And this one came with just the fuel gauge and speedometer and the idiot lights on the sides. And it was a gray-faced gauge cluster gauges with black bezel. And these gauges, being black-faced, came with a gray bezel. Well, I didn't like the two different colors, so when I put this new cluster in, I fit it with the original black bezel. I think it looks sharp, especially with the little red letters in there, red numbers. Offsets the red on the exterior of the Jeep. Subwoofer control back there. Pioneer stereo. I think I'm running Alpine or JVC speakers. Not amplified. Still got mud on the door panel from last spring. Full-size spare, never been used, 31-inch. running a, I believe it's a Pioneer subwoofer. Got one of these XJ pods from Quadratech. So, little 8-inch subwoofer, got a Rockford Fosgate amp, the R500-1. Yeah, pretty good. Sounds alright. Everything's been cleaned up and wire loomed and making it look halfway decent. Lots of good parts for it. There's new axle seal. Of course, it's soaking the right side shoes, so new set of shoes, which kind of upsets me because those are brand new shoes in there right now. But, oh well. Older vehicles. Yeah, still got a urethane transmission mount I need to put on. Anything with that yet? So, speedometer drive gear. Get that set up for these 31-inch tall tires. Got a cable actuator for the front axle. Posi lock, I think is what they're called. That's used. Bought it from the guy at work. Save a few bucks when you do stuff like that. Should stay in the box. So yeah, good little rig. These things are pretty stout. Don't like the unibody construction on them. That's always worried me, but they're still plentiful enough out there. And let's see here, where do the last set of keys? Somewhere. Yeah, for some reason that wiring just shorted out. I don't know if something inside the switch went or what. Let me try to take it apart and see what I can figure out, but otherwise we'd fire this thing. But probably a good idea to let her sit till I get the gauges hooked up. Yeah, I gotta go find the keys. What did I do with them? What did I do with them? Didn't leave them in here. Did you eat them? Huh? You did? What'd you do that for? Huh? Why are you dancing? You dancing? Look at that. Showing off them fancy moves. Yeah. Huh? What's out there? Huh? Neighbors out doing stuff? Huh? You gonna dance some more? You're just gonna walk, huh? Yeah. So, I don't know what I did with them. Oh, there they are, in my pocket. The ones that I didn't pull out. 1984 Chevrolet 3/4 ton. A20. This will get some water on the floor too. Rusted out. Oh, old vehicles. This one's been run recently, so she'll fire up pretty easy. 350, 4-barrel carb, turbo 400 trans, sucks on gas. Silverado equipment package, nice velour cloth seat, and little inserts on the door panels there. Door panels are starting to look a little ratty. But AM radio, original. Used to be an AC truck, dealer installed, but yeah, she's a runner. That is the original mileage on this truck. See, it'll focus for you. 82,467. So, the only thing it's missing is a clock. Keeping an eye out of the junkyards for one. Good truck. I love hood ornaments on my rigs too, so. Yeah, tilt wheel. Need to get my amp gauge hooked back there, attached again. Yeah, it's getting a little scratched and faded. But otherwise, you see it's looking a little tattered here. But that's an easy fix. Needs bath. Bumper's starting to rot out, but not too worried about it. She's still solid. This thing's got swampers on it, which are bias ply, lousy. This thing's got these Goodyear Wrangler Duratrax. I've had these on quite a few years, about 3 years now, just after I bought the house. Of course, I don't have any miles on them. I don't think those tires have 10,000 miles. In fact, I know they don't. They probably don't even have 5,000 miles on them. So there's the fleet. Luckily, everything that needs to be in the garage is in the garage. That's the next big fix for this thing. Gotta get these bumper brackets off and get the bumper removed. Once that's done, I can start putting the rad support back on and see if I can source out a new front bumper. This one's bent. One time this thing went in the ditch, I think. Got a frame crack right back in here. Yeah, right there. Focus. She's trying. She's trying, but anyway, you can see it right there. So, get that welded up. Get this firewall cleaned up. Get all the goodies unbolted from her and primed. And that was my inspiration for choosing that copper color for the car. It's not the original. This car was triple black. Got some decent wheels on her now. These old 2 14-inch Kragers and the 2 15-inch wannabes are in the back of that truck going to the scrapyard. They're all bent. That poor old Olds has had a rough life, I think. But anyway, I think that's going to conclude this video. We'll be pushing, geez, 18 minutes. Yeah, that's all we got for today. Just playing with some cars and goofing around. Go inside, kick back, probably watch a movie. Gotta fix the RC truck, some parts are falling off of it. The old garage is pretty crowded now with a car in here, but I have the cover in the trunk. Decided to uncover it for a little bit, let it air out. Let the door open. Probably throw the cover back on it here shortly. But anyway, yeah, go check out that guy's website and drop some comments on his page there and tell him, we're gonna get some Camaro videos up. I want to see it. I want to hear it run. Need some tune-up work, but throw the video up. Show us a video before you tune it up if you haven't already started working on her. Anyway, that's all I can think to yak about for today. Not very exciting. If the seals were good on the Jeep, I'd take her up in the mountains, and if I was feeling really ambitious today, I'd go fix it. But it's 3 o'clock now. Probably not going to worry about it. I just park it for a week. Drive the Silver Beast. Next week I can go play with the red thing. But anywho, yeah, the stupid demo mode's on. We had a power outage recently. And garage stereo. Okay, we're going to shut this thing down now. We'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.